Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to County Court at Law Number 2. My name is Judge Terrence Holmes. I preside as judge here in County Court at Law Number 2. This morning, we have our announcement docket and a motion to revoke probation docket. When I call your name, please come forward with your attorney. If your attorney is not here, we'll wait for your attorney to arrive because your attorney may be in another court handling another matter. If you are not represented by an attorney, when I call your name, please come forward by yourself. See, Mr. Faggart?
Yes, Your Honor, I have one case with the court today. Deborah Guillory, and she is.
She's in custody,
And
yes.
she's over in drug court. That is the only thing I have with this, in this court. Is the court gonna have her brought over after she finishes in drug court, or?
It depends. Now, if they dispose of a case in drug court, we could have her brought over. If they reset the case, then we'll probably, this case will be reset as well.
Thank you. May I be excused though, Your Honor, to go next door, have
Yes.
matters next door? And
Yes.
I'll check back with you in a few.
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. I appreciate.
All right, we'll check on.
Separate episodes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's see. You have a plea? Okay.
It's just the insurance. That's what I
You say he has a warrant.
He's not off today.
Cool. That is so awesome.
Yeah. Right outside. Those two.
Carlos Tejeda.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Court is in session in cause number 24 CCCR 0998. Case is style the state of Texas versus Carlos Ramon Tejada. Mr. Tejada, is that your full name? Mr. Tejada, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Tejada, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Tejada, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Tejada? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Tejada, you're represented in this case by your attorney, Attorney James Padgett. Attorney Padgett, how are you doing?
Doing well. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. And Mr. Padgett, do you waive a record in Mr. Tejada's case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Tejada, state is represented in this case by Attorney Haley Simmons. Ms. Simmons, how are you doing?
I'm great, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Tejada, I have before me on my computer a document that is titled information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Carlos Ramon Tejada, on or about March 16th of 2024, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of failed to identify fugitive with intent to give false information. Mr. Tejada, do you understand what you've been charged with? And to this charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Gotta check Class A. How do you plead? No contest? Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges? Mr. Tejada, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. Do you recognize this document? On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials on a line next to a box that's checked, no contingent, which means no contest. Did you place your initials CT on this document? On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature? And on the next document that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? At the top of this document, there's one box that's checked. The box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement? I also have a document on paper that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? Mr. Tejada, before you signed and initialed these documents, did your attorney, Mr. Paget, go over these documents with you? And did you understand everything that Mr. Paget went over? Is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Mr. Tejada, are you a citizen of the United States?
State upper states one.
Any objections? No, no objections. States exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Paget, you've advised and counseled Mr. Tejada. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None, Your Honor.
And Mr. Tejada, your attorney, Mr. Paget, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation? Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation? Mr. Tejada, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
In exchange for defendant's plea, the state offering 9 months deferred probation, $500 fine, 40 hours community service plus cost.
Okay. Yeah. What's the court cost in this case? 277.
That's on you.
Oh, I would like to laugh.
Scared me.
Listen up, brother. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
It'll take like 2 years. Let's see this. Yep.
Mr. Tahada, the state is offering that you serve 9 months deferred adjudicated probation during the 9 month probationary period. You'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $277. You'll be required to pay a probation fee of $60 a month, your analysis fee of $15 a month, and a reimbursement fee of $15. Your total monthly installments in this case would be $178 a month. Will you be able to pay the $178 each month? You will also be required to perform 40 hours of community service and adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of this probation. Mr. Tahada, do you understand the state's offer? Do you think the state's offer in your case is fair and just? And do you accept the state's offer? Okay, Mr. Tahada, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreement that you have entered into with the state. Now, Mr. Tahada, if you successfully complete this probationary period, this case will be dismissed. It will not result in a conviction on your record, and you may qualify for non-disclosure, or your record will be sealed to the general public. You can talk to your attorney about the non-disclosure because he's quite competent in those matters. Now, Mr. Tahada, this will conclude your case. You're going to stand next to the bailiff, follow her directions. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Mr. Paget, is this your only case?
Yes, Your Honor, may I be
Okay,
excused?
yes, you may be excused.
Thank
You have a
sir.
blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate your time.
Logan Bryce Holmes. Mr. Gilliam. Okay, the court is in session in clause number 23 CCCR 2092. Case is style the state of Texas versus Logan Bryce Holmes. Mr. Holmes, is that your full name? How are you doing, Mr. Holmes?
Pretty good. So it's
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Holmes, you're represented in this case by your attorney, Paul Fukuda. Attorney Fukuda, how are you doing?
doing my best.
And the state is represented in this case by attorney Andrew Hubel. And Attorney Hubel, how are you doing?
Doing well, good, thank you.
Okay. And the probation office is represented by Mr. Gary Gilliam. Mr. Gilliam, how are you doing?
Fine, thanks, sir.
And Mr. Hubel and Mr. Gilliam, what is the state's position? In this case.
State has submitted a motion to dismiss the MTRP in this case,
Oh, okay.
based on the preliminary agreement with the district attorney's office.
Okay, I have before me the motion to dismiss. And Mr. Holmes, I'm signing this motion to dismiss. Hey, before you finalize. This. Not this one, but the last one, the first one I did, I think I might have put the wrong date on it. Okay. Okay, Mr. Holmes, I just signed this motion to. Yeah, I just signed a motion to dismiss this motion to revoke probation. You can get a copy from our court coordinator. Once you get a copy, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. And you're free to go as well, Mr. Fudu. You have a blessed day.
Judge.
Thank you.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
This is cause number M 330 276. I have before me a case that is styled Alasia Nisha Compton. How are you doing, Ms. Compton? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Ms. Compton, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Ty LeBlanc. Attorney LeBlanc, how are you doing?
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, and Ms. Compton, I have before me a motion to, an order to dismiss. Is that correct, State?
At the request of the complaining witness, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and I'm signing this motion to dismiss. You'll be able to get a copy of this motion in a few seconds from our court coordinator. I just signed the motion. You can stand in front of the court coordinator, get a copy. Once you get a copy, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. You have another one?
Please, Judge. In song.
Hmm?
Maybe in that song.
Oh, oh, yes, Stephen Allen, defendant in federal court. That was as of February. They did check recently to see if he's still Stephen Allen Morris. He was in, they say federal custody. Maybe they'll be able to check. Yeah, hold on a minute. Mr. LeBlanc, they are, submitting a dismissal. They'll be submitted a dismissal on Mars.
On Mars.
Yeah, they're gonna submit a dismissal.
I like that.
Huh?
That's my days.
What you gonna take care of that? Let me go call Susan and find out.
Mr. Grove,
Yes, sir.
There was like.
you have,
Okay.
Marcus, Elam, he's in custody.
Yes, sir. He's in custody and he isn't set with Judge West until 1:30.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, you,
I wish I could tell you what's gonna happen, but
yeah,
at best, I will not know.
yeah. I guess you could let us know something. Are you down there? at one
No,
time?
I'm not. Yes, as Mr. Webster represents him down there.
So what we'll do, we'll, have the bailiff to check
What?
and, this gentleman, Elam,
Elam.
and
Mr. Elam.
we're gonna check at 1:30.
Yes.
He's down the hall at 1:30 now.
Yes.
If he pleads, if the case is pled, then what we'll do is reset this case for tomorrow
Okay.
on the jail run.
Yes, sir.
If not, if it's reset, we'll
We
reset.
have to do the reset. Yes,
Okay.
sir. It's just being 1:30 makes it more difficult.
I understand.
Than 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome.
And that's the only one I believe I have with the court.
Yes. 25, at that time, you said you was gonna hire your own attorney?
Yes, sir. No, I've tried, I've called several, some didn't call me back, some got a little strange with me, mixing my case up, thinking I had, different charges and everything, and I didn't find anyone competent enough, so I was hoping if you guys wouldn't mind appointing me one, or,
Okay. We're gonna give you some paperwork. Just hold on a minute.
yes.
She needs to get it. Okay, now, Mr. Preston, the bailiff just handed you some documents on the clipboard. I'm going to go over these documents with you. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendants Without Attorney. Do you see that title?
Yes,
Okay. This document states that as a defendant in a criminal case, you have three options regarding your right to have an attorney. Number one, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option?
yes,
Number two, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that option?
yes,
And number three, you may represent yourself. Do you understand that option?
yes.
All right, now, if you want an attorney to represent you and you have enough money to hire an attorney, your case will be reset to give you an opportunity to hire an attorney.
May I ask real quick?
Yes.
Would that be the option you recommend the best?
Well, I can't suggest to you what option to take.
Yes,
I only can tell you what your options are.
okay,
Okay, I can't give you any advice.
yeah,
Right now, if you want an attorney, and you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you would need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you.
Yeah.
Now, the financial questionnaire is a 3-page document that is also on the clipboard.
Yeah.
That document is titled Jefferson County Affidavit of Indigence. And you would have to fill out the first page of that document. And on the second page, at the top, you would fill out where the document that states defendant's oath. And then in the middle, you will fill out the section that is titled Unsworn Declaration by Defendant. Do you understand? Okay, now, the third paragraph here says that you may not speak to an attorney, you may not speak to a prosecutor about your case unless you first sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Now, that is for individuals. This paragraph here is for individuals who will be representing themselves. For example, they know they have a right to have an attorney, but they're waiving or giving up their right to have an attorney, and they want to represent themselves.
yes,
Yes. And so if the person would like to represent themselves, they would have to first sign a written waiver. In essence, a document that is titled waiver of counsel for purposes of entering a guilty plea or proceeding to trial. And in a document, they'll read the document and then they'll sign the document stating that they know they have a right to have an attorney. However, they're waiving or giving up their right to have an attorney. They would like to represent themselves. That's only people who will be waiving their right to an attorney will sign that document. Now, next to the last paragraph starts off by saying, be aware that there are dangers and disadvantages of self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you, including outcome for you in your case, including the loss of significant rights and opportunities related to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. Now, if you choose to waive or give up the right to have an attorney represent yourself, you may change your mind at any time and request that an attorney be appointed to represent you. All right, now, at the bottom of this document, in bold letters, it states defendant's choice. Mark initials next to only one choice. Do you see that?
yes,
All right. Now, if your choice is to hire your own attorney, then you will place your initials on the first line to the left. If you would like to apply for a court-appointed attorney, then you will place your initials on the third line to the left. If you like to waive your right to an attorney, that is, give up your right to have an attorney to represent you, would like to represent yourself, then you'll put your name, or put your initials rather, on the fifth line to the left. Once you have finished initialing one of the lines, then you will sign your name on the line that is titled defendant, and you would date it today's date, and today's date is April 9th of 2025. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll go ahead and just,
Do-
I'll hire my own attorney.
okay. Well, if you're gonna hire your own attorney, you already have that already signed from the last time. You don't need to sign it again. Okay? All right. So his case is going to be reset. You give him opportunity to hire his attorney. Give us a reset date. Okay. This case will be reset to May 14th.
Yes.
Give me opportunity to hire your own attorney. Your court case is going to be reset by the court coordinator. Once you get your reset from the court coordinator, you're free to go. And you have a blessed day. Please have us stand in front of the court coordinator.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, let me do this here. You had some, you can come back up, Mr. Preston. I think you had some bond conditions,
I had some what?
bond conditions. You have a DWI second, is that correct?
Yes.
And hold on a minute, let me make sure you have some bond conditions. I see bond conditions here.
There's a note in the memo.
Okay, I have that, but what else? Now, you shall obtain, okay. Now, you're required to attend AANA meetings 3 times a week and provide proof to the court, is that correct?
I had called about that and asked. I
You
have not
call
called,
where?
Up to the office. I don't remember who I spoke to. And they said to, wait until I got the attorney.
Somebody in this office told you to wait until you got an attorney.
I believe so.
I didn't tell you that.
No, sir, it wasn't you first.
We told you that you needed to, and matter of fact, we gave you a verification form, right?
Yes, sir. I don't have the sheet with me. but-
Okay, we gave you a verification form and we gave you locations where you can attend AANA meetings.
Yes, sir. I've called
Okay.
several.
Okay, you need to attend,
Yes, sir.
okay? I mean, there's a list, there's probably about 30 or 40 places on that list I gave you.
Yes, sir. I have them highlighted. I know.
Okay,
what
you
I'm
need to
doing.
attend, and you need to bring that document back in the court. When you come, every time that you come to court, so we can verify that you have been attending AANA meetings,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yeah, I had asked when I had asked about, I had some questions about the breathalyzer, which I do have that.
Yeah, no, we have proof that you have the intoxilizer.
Yes.
You're right. So, but you need to go to AANA meetings,
Yes.
okay? And obviously, I know I told you the last time, if you violate any one of these bond conditions, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, the warrant will be issued for your arrest. You'll be arrested and placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Okay? So, your court date is going to be reset till May 14th, 2025. And you need to bring proof that you have been attending the AANA meeting as a condition of this bond.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. You stand in front of the court coordinator and get your reset. Once you get your reset, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. On who? Lisenby? Mr. Yes. Shadrach Lisenby?
Okay. Yes, sir.
I was wondering when you gotta find a room after y'all had already worked everything.
Jefferson County Court Law number 2 is back in session in clause number 24 CCCR 2730. Case is style, the state of Texas versus Shadrach Otto, Otto,
Yes, sir.
Otto Lisenby. And Mr. Lisenby, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lisenby, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Lisenby, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lisenby, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Lisenby?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Lisenby, you're representing your case by your attorney, Attorney Willard Hall. Attorney Hall, how are you doing?
Doing fine, Your Honor, thank you.
And Mr. Hall, do you waive a record in Mr. Lisenby's case?
Yes,
State is represented in this case by Attorney Shane Hilton. Attorney Hilton, how are you doing?
I'm good, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's good. Now, Mr. Lisenby, I have before me on my computer a document that is titled Information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Shadrach Otto Lisenby, on or about April 17th of 2024, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. Mr. Lisenby, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Lisenby, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
So listen, I also have before me, let's see. You have to check that Class A misdemeanor box. You can erase that other one at the bottom. Oh, I can't see it. Let me see it. Yeah, that's fine. Now, Mr. Lisenby, I have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. This document is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, there's one box that's checked on this first page. The box that's checked states that this is a Class A misdemeanor, and a range of punishment for a Class A misdemeanor is minimum 0 days to maximum of 365 days in the county jail, a fine that does not exceed $4,000, or you can be given both such fine and confinement. Do you understand the range of punishment for a Class A misdemeanor?
Yes, Your Honor.
On page 2 of this same document, there's a set of initials, 2 sets of initials, on a line next to a box that's checked guilty. I guess one set is your attorney's, the other set is your initials. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
On page 3 of this same document, there's a signature. This is the same thing. Is that your signature, or are these your initials?
That's my signature.
Okay, so on page 2, this is your signature as well. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So on page 3, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on the next document that's titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, you recognize this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, Your
At
Honor.
the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargaining case and you have no right to appeal. Do you understand that statement? Second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
I also have a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lisenby, before you signed and initial all of these documents that I just showed you, did your attorney, Mr. Hall, go over these documents with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand everything that Mr. Hall went over?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is everything in these documents true and correct
Sure.
to the best of your knowledge? And Mr. Lisenby, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
State Office takes exhibit one.
Any
correct?
objections?
No objection.
No objection. States exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Hall, you advising counsel, Mr. Lisenby, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Lisenby, your attorney, Mr. Hall, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lisenby, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
Your Honor, we'd ask for 60 days in county jail, probated for a period of 15 months of community supervision with a fine of $500, repayment of court costs, 40 hours of community service, requirement of the interlock device, and then the standard terms and conditions of probation for DWI first.
Your Honor, right now, he has his car has been wrecked. He just got a new one.
Yes, Your Honor.
And he's had a breath box this whole time. I know, one of those portable breath testers, but he's going to get an interlock.
Oh. All right. What is the court? It's 377. Okay. Okay, Mr. Lisenby, the state is offering that you serve 60 days in the Jefferson County Jail, but you will not be required to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail because you'll be on probation for 15 months. During the 15-month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $100, a fine of $500 plus court costs of $377. You'll also be required to pay a DWI fee of DWI conviction fee of $100. You'll be required to pay probation fee of $60 a month, urinalysis fee, $15 a month, reimbursement fee of $15. You will also be required to pay Jefferson County DWI education and initial evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the plea. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. Your total monthly installments, that is the total amount that you will be required to pay each month, is $151 a month. Will you be able to pay the $151 a month?
Yes, Your Honor.
You will also be required to perform 40 hours of community service. You'll be required to install an interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate. You'll be required to have a attend and complete the DWI education class, have an alcohol assessment, and adhere to the other standard terms of DWI probation. Mr. Lisenby, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lisenby, I'll follow the plea bargaining agreement that you have entered into with the state. Now, Mr. Lisenby, this will conclude the case. You'll stand next to the bailiff and follow her directions. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day.
You as well, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Mr. Hall, you're free to go.
Thank you.
And you have a blessed day and congratulations to your son.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Let me have a seat right now.
Maybe excuse, sir.
Yes, you may.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't find it, yeah.
Okay, this case is cause number, next case is cause number 24 CCCR 2934. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Natalie Nicole Turner. We have Ms.
Sir.
Turner, who's appearing via Zoom. Ms. Turner, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hear me?
Yes. Now, Ms. Turner, let's see. Hold on a minute.
See you.
Here we go. Let's see. Information. Okay, Ms. Turner, the last time you appeared in court, your case was reset to give you an opportunity to hire an attorney. Have you hired an attorney?
Sir,
Ms. Turner?
I went and paid my down payment. Yes, sir.
Okay, so how much time do you need
Can
to
you hear
hire
me?
your attorney?
I'm supposed to the 21st to finalize, like finish.
Okay, so, Ms. Redmond, can we, we're gonna reset Ms. Turner's case 30 days? She's the last one on page 7.
didn't know you said two. And you were gonna ask her about those.
I will. Okay, this case is reset to May 14th of 2025. The bailiff is gonna bring you your reset. Now, Ms. Turner, I have a copy of this verification form you required to attend AANA meetings. And, the last time that you were in court, you should have more, you should have went more times than you have on this list. Okay, you're required to go to AANA meetings 3 times a week. Do you understand that? What's wrong with her? There, Ms. Turner.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you were required to go to AANA meetings 3 times a week. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now.
The only time I didn't go was the last court date because I didn't have a vehicle and I had to set up arrangements to be brought.
Okay, so you're saying that you didn't have a ride, you had to make arrangements to be brought.
Yeah, so
Is that she's
It's a
having
service.
a connection problem?
Yeah, she's in the hallway.
Well, she is, yeah, but
She's
I
sick.
think she's
Yeah, she didn't.
hey, Ms. Turner, can you hear me? Okay, Ms. Turner, can you hear me?
I can't. I don't know why it's cutting out. I'm right outside the courtroom.
Yeah, I don't know either. But Ms. Turner, you're required to attend AANA meetings 3 times a week. The next time your case is gonna be reset. Next time that you appear in court, the court is going to look at this verification form. And we're gonna give you another verification form along with this one because
I have. Yes, sir.
you said, what were you getting ready to say?
I have I had made a copy of my original form, and I have other, like for my other dates as well, for the other locations that I also went to. I just didn't have that I thought I had the folder with me, but I was brought to court, and I didn't have it in this packet that I had with me. I only had my most recent ones with me, what I had brought to the attorney to show him that I'm going and doing what I'm supposed to. I got a sponsor. I'm also doing on my own therapy and for why I was drinking.
Okay, so we'll give you another verification form. You can make a copy of this one as well. The bailiff is gonna bring you your reset, um, which is, the case is reset till May 14, 2025 at 9 a.m.
Yes,
On
sir.
that day, you need to be present in court. And we hope that you have, we understand that you're under the weather, you have a speedy recovery
Thank
from,
you.
from your illness, and you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh. Somebody got smoking. Is this for me? Oh. Yes, that's for you. Thank you very much. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Hey, are you in the front?
Jefferson County Court, Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session. And cause number 24 CCCR 1324, case and style of state of Texas versus Michaela Calise Cole. Ms. Cole, is that your full name? Ms. Cole, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Cole, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God? Ms. Cole, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Cole? That's good. Ms. Cole, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Joel Vasquez. Attorney Vasquez, how are you doing?
Good, Your Honor. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Vasquez, do you waive a record in Ms. Cole's case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Cole, I have before me on my computer a document that is titled information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, it alleges that you, Michaela Calise Cole, on or about May 7th of 2024, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of failed to identify fugitive with intent to give false information. Ms. Cole, do you understand what you have been charged with? To this charge, how do you plead guilty, not guilty, no contest?
No contest.
Are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes.
Ms. Cole, I also have before me a document on my tablet that is titled misdemeanor plea admonishment. This document is also labeled as State's Exhibit number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials MC on the line next to box that's check no contendere, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes.
On page 3 of this same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes.
And on the next document that's titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes.
Second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to appeal, which means you're giving up your right to appeal. Do you understand that statement? I also have a document on paper that is titled discovery certification. You recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
Ms. Cole, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I just showed you, did your attorney go over this document with you? And did you understand everything that he went over in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Ms. Cole, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yeah, for state one.
Any objections?
No objection.
No objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Vasquez, you've advised and counseled Ms. Cole. Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
And Ms. Cole, your attorney, Mr. Vasquez, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation? Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation? Ms. Cole, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you're mentally competent to stand trial. I'll also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
The agreement in this case is to 6 months deferred probation with a $100 fine and 24 hours community service.
Okay. Let's see. Mr. Vasquez, were you appointed in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Cole, I mean, the state is offering that you serve when you deferred adjudicated probation, doing the one, excuse me, 6 months deferred adjudicated probation. During the 6 month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $100 plus court costs of $350. You'll also be required to pay a probation fee of $60 a month, urinalysis fee of $15 a month, reimbursement fee of $15. You'll also be required to reimburse Jefferson County Court of Appointed attorney's fees of $350. And your total monthly installments, that is the total amount that you will be required to pay each month. In this case, is $253 a month. Will you be able to pay the $253 each month?
Yes, sir.
You'll also be required to perform 24 hours of community service and adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of this probation. Now, Ms. Cole, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just? And do you accept the state's offer? Ms. Cole, I'll follow the people who are in agreement that you have entered into with the state. Now, Ms. Cole, this will conclude this case. Ms. Cole, if you successfully complete this probationary period, this case will be dismissed. It will not result in a conviction in your record, and you may qualify for non-disclosure where your record will be sealed. You can talk to your attorney about the non-disclosure because he's quite competent in those matters. Now, Ms. Cole, you will stand next to the bailiff, follow her direction. Once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, this is cause number 23 CCCR 1498. Case is still the state of Texas versus Tawanda Jeanette Jackson. Ms. Jackson, is that your full name?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
How are you doing?
Blessing you.
I'm blessed as well. Would you please raise your right hand? You swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You may put your hand down. Ms. Jackson, you're represented by your attorney Langston Adams. Mr. Adams, how are you doing?
Doing well.
And Mr. Adams, do you waive a record in Ms. Jackson's case?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Jackson, I have before me on my computer a document that is titled Information Sheet. This information sheet was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information sheet, it alleges that you, Tawanda Jeanette Jackson, on or about February 23rd of 2023, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of failed to identify fugitive with intent to give false information. Ms. Jackson, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
No contest.
Are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Jackson, I also have before me a document on this tablet that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. This document is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Oh, let me do this here. This, it's a Class A misdemeanor.
My bad. I checked B. By
Yeah.
mistake. I can fix that. Is it gonna let me erase?
Just erase use the back.
Got it.
Okay, thank you. Now, Ms. Jackson, I have before me a document, that's fine, that's titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment, also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, there's one box checked on the first page of this document. The box says check states that this is a Class A misdemeanor, and the range of punishment for a Class A misdemeanor is minimum 0 days to maximum 365 days, or you could be given a fine that does not exceed $4,000, or you could be given both such fine and confinement. Do you understand the range of punishment for a Class A misdemeanor?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, there are a set of initials on a line next to a box that's checked no contendere, which means no contest. Do you
Yes, I
The-
recognize.
okay. On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
Is this your signature on the line
Yes,
that's
sir.
titled Defendant? At the top of this document, there's one box that's checked. The box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that
Yes,
statement?
sir.
The next document that I have on paper is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, now, Ms. Jackson, all of the documents that I just showed you, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And did you understand everything that your attorney went over?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Is everything in these documents true and correct to the
Yes, sir,
best of your
Your Honor.
knowledge? Ms. Jackson, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Self state one.
Any objections, States Exhibit Number 1?
No.
No objection, States Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. And Ms. Jackson, your attorney, Mr. Adams, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Mr. Adams, your client, you have advised and counseled Ms. Jackson. Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No.
Ms. Jackson, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
The agreement in this case is the 8 days time served for the cost of retired.
Okay. Ms. Jackson, the state is offering that you serve 8 days in Jefferson County Jail, but you would not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you've already served 8 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for the time that you've already served. The court costs in this case will be taxed and retired. That simply means that you will not be required to pay the court costs because the time that you have spent in jail has already paid off the court costs. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Ms. Jackson, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
Do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Ms. Jackson, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Jackson, this will conclude your case. You're gonna stand next to the bailiff. Follow the directions of the bailiff. Once you finish following the directions of the bailiff, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, you as well, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Mr. Adams, I think this is your only case.
No, I have.
You have another one?
Are y'all good?
Right.
Oh, okay. This is cause number,
Right.
Oreka. Okay, now what are we doing? Let's see.
Let's stand.
This is cause number 25 CCC Aura 0012. Case is style of state of Texas versus Jose Luis Oreka. And Mr. Oreka, is that your full name? How are you doing, Mr. Oreka? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Oreka, you represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Adams, Langston Adams. Mr. Adams, what's your announcement in Mr. Oreka's case?
Judge, this is his first appearance. If you don't mind, he wants one reset. I've given him a plea offer and I've also given him discovery.
Okay, give us a reset date.
12th on May 14th.
Which day is best?
What day, which was that, a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Monday is the 12th, the 14th is a Wednesday.
Do Monday.
Monday,
Mhm.
that's the 12th?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This case will be reset to May 12th, 2025. Mr. Oreka, you're gonna get your reset from our court coordinator. Once you get your reset, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. Mr. Adams, you're free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
All right.
Oh, I need to get this from the room.
I'm afraid. Yeah, I think, it doesn't matter. I just needed to know what we're doing, what we're gonna do. Cause he's still on the docket.
Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session. And cause number 24 CCCR 1834, case of style of the state of Texas versus Brandy Harvey. Brandy Harvey was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. At about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called the name of Brandy Harvey at the courthouse door. Brandy Harvey did not answer. Brandy Harvey has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12:05 p.m. on today's date, April 9th, 2025. Ms. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Brandy Harvey at the courthouse door?
Yes. Harvey. No response, Your Honor.
Brandy Harvey's name was just called again at the courthouse door. Brandy Harvey did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Ms. Harvey an opportunity to appear in court. She has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion? That motion will be granted. Brandy Harvey's bond will be forfeited. And the warrant should be for arrest in cause number 24 CCCR 1834. And this will conclude the calling of the court's announcement docket on today's date, April 9th, 2025, in County Court at Law number 2, Jefferson County, Texas. Judge Terrence L. Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day. Prosecutors, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Ma'am.